All right, now everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to make some wood, so don't forget to like and subscribe if you love that walnut wood. It's been quite a few weeks since I've been out here and been able to make some wood. I've been moving all this wood, as I said, but as you can see, the tree service has placed this log here just for me. You can see how that placement is, and so I need to move this thing out of the way here so I can continue unassing the area, so to speak. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to buck up this walnut wood, and I'm trying to think ahead. I brought some more pallets, and I got my my little pallet wall rebuilt down there from where it flopped down earlier this year. If you remember that episode, I hung the K on it, and I said I don't think that's going to stay, and it didn't. It fell right over. Had a bunch of heavy pin oak wood on it. So I rebuilt that little pallet wall, and I'd like to move this fresh walnut wood down there. So I'll probably try to cut it and roll it down that way where it's real close, and I'll take my splitter and truck and split it right there and just stack it right down the way there now is what my plan is today. So I'm just about ready to get going here, and I got my saw all ready. I got it gas up and oiled up. I'm going to put my chaps on, even though it's about it's over 90 degrees today. But I wanted to mention something on my saw. I've been really liking that Dremel saw sharpening, and I still do. One thing I did notice about it is that those bits, they wear down so fast, and they become shaped like an hourglass. If you just use the middle of the bits and you just go, the middle of that bit gets shaped like an hourglass, and it gets to be concave on you. So as you're filing that top plate, that doesn't give you a nice real straight edge on your top plate anymore. So as I use those Dremel bits from the time they're new out of the package, I try to use the whole bit and focus on using the tip of it and the bottom side of it as well as the middle. Because if you just use the meat of it right in the middle, it files it right down, and then you can't get a straight edge on your top plate that particular chain I'm using, it's been through a lot. It's been hit with metal several times. It got banged up, teeth were knocked over. It was completely out of whack. And I noticed when I was filing it that my Dremel bit was not straight anymore. It was like I said, kind of concave, kind of hourglass shaped in the middle there. So that's one thing about a hand file with a round file. That's a nice straight edge on a file. That round file doesn't wear down like that. You always have a nice straight round file. So it's always going to be that size. So when I filed that at home, I went ahead and I used a round file on it, got a nice straight edge on that top plate with a round file, and tried to get that chain back the best I could. Gave it a really nice dressing there. So it should be cutting pretty good today. Hopefully I stay out of the mud. That's always the deal, right? But that's what I did. I mean, I could have put a fresh bit in it, but I was at home in the air conditioning, and I just said, the heck with it, I'll hand file at one time and do it that way. So I did that. I checked the rakers on the saw on every tooth. I should be cutting pretty good. So with no further ado, let me go ahead and get my chaps on, even though I'm boarding up and I don't have my pants tucked into my socks because I'm going to do a bunch of chainsawing, and all that sawdust goes right into my shoes when I do that, right into my boots. So I'm going to try to get this cutting done before I tuck my pants into my socks. So I'll be right back with you in 2 seconds, and we're going to cut some of that good burning wood. All right, now everybody, I got these rounds kind of noodled down and broke up. I got two of them, the largest one down here. Some pretty nice wood, only like three little weird little branch pieces sticking out of it there. Not too bad. So I moved it all down here. I don't know, there's about 20 to 22 pieces, about a rick of wood maybe. So I'm gonna just bring it all right down in here and stack it on my new little area here. That pallet should be good now that I'm going on the outside with those wires. Now that wire that I used is 17 gauge. So I might need to bump up to a little bit bigger size wire if they make a bigger size wire. I wasn't real happy with the way that held. The wood was just snapping it right off if it got down in between pieces of wood. But that's what's going to go on next. I'm going to split this wood, stack it over here. You're going to see that next video. Now, I also found a few cherry rounds. I think I mentioned it a few videos back, 4 or 5 videos ago. That cherry wood was relocated from over there. I mean, right where that little clearing is, right there where that road is. It was pushed with the bulldozer all the way across all this mud, and it ended up over there in that pile. So I'm going to grab those 3 or 4 pieces of cherry and split that while I'm here too and get it drying. It's a good time to dry wood. Now my camera is overheating. I need to sign off. We're going to be splitting this walnut wood the next time you guys stop in next video here. So stay tuned and we'll be right back here in a few days.